Choose two equations that make up the system represented by the graph. So we have two lines here and a bunch of different options. The first thing that I want to do here is I want to figure out, okay, let's see which of these match up with each line. So first of all, I see that one of the lines is going through the origin, meaning it has a y-intercept of 0. The only two that have a y-intercept of 0 here are E and A, because the other ones here have a slope, this one negative 2.5, this one 2.5, this one negative 3, and a y-intercept, each of them of 6. So I know this line is either A or E. Now what I want to see is, okay, what's the slope of this line? Remember, the slope is just the rate of change. So as we go 1 to the right here, how high up does it go on the y value? So in this case, it looks like at an x value of 1, the y value is a little bit less than 1. We don't know exactly from the graph, but if we look back at this here, the slope of this one is 5 over 4, meaning that every time we go 1 over on the x value, we would go up 5/4, which is greater than 1. This one is 0.8 for slope, so that would be less than 1. So we know in this case here that E is going to be the one that represents this line right here. The next one here, as I've said before, the y-intercept of each of these is 6. So we start up here at 6, and okay, it looks like all three of these, based on the y-intercept, could technically be this one here. But let's look a little bit closer. We know that as we go from left to right, the line is going down, so we know the slope is going to be negative. So that cancels out C here because that is a positive slope of 2.5. Now we've narrowed it down to these two, either a slope of negative 2.5 or a slope of negative 3. So if we're looking at the slope here, we're seeing after it goes 1 to the right, how far is it going down? It looks like it intercepts here after going 1 to the right, and it intercepts here after going another 1 to the right. What we should see here is as we go 1 to the right, it is going down 1, 2.5 points, meaning the slope here is going to be negative 2.5, not negative 3. So that tells us that B is going to be the equation that represents this line here.